No doubts, we all want to save some extra money at some point of time where we want to have a backup plan in case in need of it, or for the things that we wish to buy in coming days. That may be for your foreign trip, your college tuition fees, or for your YouTube studio setup. And I bet we do start saving no matter what amount when we hear other people talking about saving and buying new stuffs from it. Due to which that fire inside us for saving lights up. But it said motivation is like bathing, that you need it every day. So even if we start saving over its course of time, we end up losing that saved amount to buy some cool, fancy, not much needed, overpriced and sold at deceiving bargain stuffs without realizing a thing about why you had even saved for. But this video is not about the best saving ways or something more formal like the best saving tips for all, which in fact are flooded in YouTube, and trust me, there are amazing contents that talk about it. But here this video is about understanding why we fail at saving, or what could be the reason that makes saving so difficult. And no matter what age group, this video is dedicated to all the saving enthusiasts. So hi there, this is Vivek and welcome to my channel. And if this video could provide any value over the time that you took for watching this, then do support this channel by smashing that like button or subscribing to this channel. So one of the most important reasons that makes saving so hard is not having a clear goal or a fixed plan. And I believe having a clear goal is much more important than having a well-disciplined at it, as knowing why, that is the why you need to save or the purpose for your saving, is much more important than knowing how. So basically where we go wrong is on our fixing a goal plan. And this is all due to not knowing the fundamental about goal planning, as you need to have a house design laid out by the architect on a sheet of paper before it actually starts getting into its shape. And not having a plan is similar to building along with designing, which can be messy at times. So it is said that in order to have a good goal, we need to follow the SMART rule. Don't get me wrong, that's not about being sly or something like fishing over others' money, but to have a goal that is specific, something which is simple, clear and not complex. As you cannot have a goal on two things at the same time. Say you want to save for college tuition fees, but think about buying an iPhone released few weeks back then. And I know that seems relatable, but this is where we get wrong by having two different thoughts, which makes it complex to take decisions and ultimately become extractors for our saved amount. Miserable, which means to fix the time that you take to achieve your goal and also the amount that you require to do so. Say if you're 20 years old and you save about 3,000 rupees per month, and on its way of saving you think about buying a laptop for video editing. Now any laptop for video editing would easily cost you around 50,000 rupees. So accounting to what you save, that is 3,000 rupees per month, you have to do it for 1.5 years in order to get that laptop. So this is what miserable is. Attainable. Now the amount that you save for is for your goal, and that should be attainable. Now you can't save 2,000 rupees per month and think about buying a brand new car in just 1 year. Of course it's true to have a big dreams, but in order to do that you also have to work hard and increase your income streams so that you earn more and save more. But with 2,000 rupees per month saving, buying a brand new car, that too in 1 year, is not much attainable. So fix some attainable goals. Reliable. Now sometimes we do start saving and become quite focused on it, but at some point of time we get drifted towards the thing that we like or that we want to buy, and this usually happens when our goal is not reliable. As you should know how the thing that you are going to buy will help you so that it's worth every penny that you save, and not having a reliable goal will only cost you your saved amount. Say if you're saving for your daughter's education or for your college tuition fees. In that case, you won't get drifted away as you know the importance of it. So this is what reliability is all about. Tangible, which means to the goal that you can see, touch and feel, and that you can actually have in your future. Now you're definitely not going to save for that cloak used by Harry Potter or something like the hammer of Thor, which would be impossible for you to even lift. So this is why your goal should be tangible. So these were the fundamentals about goal planning that we fail to do so for saving. And after goal, another important reason why we fail at saving is due to lack of financial education. And I know this seems a bit boring and one hardly considers it, but whether be saving or investing without a proper financial education, it does not make sense no matter how much you save or how much you invest. As this education is something that we don't get to learn in our schools or colleges, but it stands out of those academics but plays a vital role as much as your academics to shape your life or to take better decisions in your life. As you might have heard about the people who win lotteries in lakhs and crores, but after a few years, they end up going back to the same place or even worse than before. Now, this is the reason why financial education is so much important in our lives. But now, understanding and learning the skills has been easy, as there are many amazing books available online, such as The Rich Dad Poor Dad or The Richest Man in Babylon, which also happens to be my first book on financial education. And trust me, this book will provide you more than 80% of understanding about this skill. So do check out this book, as I know you won't regret. Now, why financial education is important? Because it gives you a brief understanding over how you're spending your income, your savings, or whether you're just living paycheck to paycheck. Now, that will not only help you in understanding all these, but also make you aware of things that you will buy in your future. So the second reason why we fail is because we fail to learn about it. That is, we rule over ignorance when it comes to learning new things that can help us live our life better. So the third reason why we fail is due to the kinds of people we surround ourselves with. Now, please don't get me wrong, not complaining about your family or folks, but there are times when we try to hang out with cool looking flashy friends who tend to show off their new stuff, every time bought on loads of debt. Now, this kind of bonding will eventually impact you with an urge of buying the same thing as your friend did, along with the feeling of envy, discomfort, and uncertainty. As after all, we are humans and we tend to get that in our genes. So if you have a saving mindset, better team up with someone who actually does it and can help you with it. As the famous writer Jim Rohn says, you are the average of 5 people you spend the most time with. So it's all upon you, as sometimes you have to sacrifice some things over other. So the third reason why we fail is because we surround ourselves with huge spenders and showers. Now, the fourth reason is we tend to buy things on debt. Now, debt is not always bad if in case you're buying an asset over it, which in turn can provide you with good source of passive income. But why we fail is by buying debt for liabilities. Yes, you heard me right, debt for liabilities. But I won't say that is wrong, because at some point of time, we all want to buy that high top-end device that feels snappy at hands, or that dream bike or dream car that we think about it each and every time. So how does it goes wrong is when you have that habit of buying every new liable thing on debt. Say you bought an iPhone 11 this year, and maybe iPhone 12 may release next year, that is 2021, and iPhone 13 maybe next to that year, that is 2022. And if you're going on buying every new model when it's launched, then that is where you go wrong. And that's not just wrong, that's a big wrong, as this will not only kill your savings and income, but bring loads of debt and that insecure and disturbed feeling when you don't get to buy new one, which in fact can never lead you to plan your finance and saving. So the fourth reason why we fail is because we keep on buying liabilities on credit or debts. So the fifth or the last reason why we fail is because we are humans, with millions of thoughts and emotion that runs through our mind and body, which at times releases dopamine to the thing that we like, and desire that attracts us to imagine what if we get that thing in our life. And the answer it gives back is always the same: it would be amazing to have it. So there's no absolute solution over it, as when you wish to have something, your mind gives you hundreds, not if thousands of reasons about why that thing should be bought in the first place, or how that thing would be helpful to you. Although we cannot completely overcome it, but we can surely control it by living a minimalistic life or by practicing to save a bit more, no matter what little amount that might be. As though it might seem to be an idle case, but yes, why we fail is because our minds are created this way and it's hard to do anything about it. So these were the top 5 reasons which I've experienced myself while saving, and understanding this has actually helped me a lot. Although savings are meant to help us in our needs, and we might think that all the savers are living a frugal life, but that's not the case. In fact, I've experienced that saving and investing actually helps you to live a life with much less of insecurities and those wanted feeling for mouth-watering advertisement that we get to see in the market, which ultimately shapes your focus or purpose in your life, as it's not about the end where we get to, which is eventual, but the process or the way we walk through is what matters the most. And this channel or video is here to provide the same help if you're finding it difficult to shape or save in your life. So thank you for watching. Hope this video was helpful. This is Vivek signing off. See you in the next video. Bye bye.